We're back in Rougemont, North Carolina. Randy LaJoie is climbed from his car. He's okay. David Green makes a pit stop. 1 lap will go racing. Let's show you in real time. Never mind the slow motion stuff. Here's what happened to Randy LaJoie.
Okay, you see Randy lose the back there. When it come down on the left side, it turned right straight in the wall. These radials will hook up once they break loose again. You've seen that happen on super speedway so many times when a guy gets sideways, and then the left side will hook back up for him right back in the wall.
That's where that camera was, sitting atop the wall at the start-finish line. Hermie Sadler is the leader. Kenny Wallace is second. Dennis Setzer is third. Ricky Craven is fourth. Jim Bowen is fifth. Johnny Benson is sixth. They are on the lead lap. 1 lap down, Tommy Ellis, Nathan Bucky, and Larry Pearson. As we get set to finish this one off here at Rougemont. We are under green. And Ellis inserts himself between the 2 leaders.
Well, I'll tell you what. 4 new tires makes the guy look like Superman. Now, the biggest thing that Hermie Sadler has to really keep in mind is not overdo and get the tires too hot and let Kenny Wallace sit back there and run a good smooth pattern around this racetrack, and maybe later on get hooked up as well as he is.
Glenn Jarrett has Randy LaJoie. Glenn?
Well, he's sitting here cooling off with his young son, and Randy, tell us what happened.
I just tried a little too hard. Got the thing sideways and I got into the wall. It's my fault. Got to apologize to all our sponsors and the crew. They did a good job, and I just tried a little too hard to try to get this car up front.
Let me tell you, don't hang your head too low. You can't apologize for trying too hard. You were running a heck of a race.
We were having a good day, and well, just about 50 laps short.
Randy LaJoie was the point leader by 14 points, and he could fall about as far as 5th by not finishing this race here today. That's how quickly things change.
Mike, I tell you what, Pena has to be proud of that young man's efforts. He's done a tremendous job for him all year. And anybody makes a mistake, and it takes a real man to say that on the air. You know, I just mentally made a mistake, but we all do it.
Kenny Wallace right now trying to hold second as Dennis Setzer closes in. Wow, this is by far Setzer's best race.
I guess.
Joining the Alliance team late last fall.
Well, you know, Mike, you told me all year when he does get everything going, he's as good as there is on short track, and I'm seeing why you think that now. I've never seen Setzer run that much, but I know he has been short track driver of the year several times now.
And he's closing on Kenny Wallace. He's got a lot of car left, it looks like. Ricky Craven fading a bit. Tim Fiedel had a look underneath, just behind that battle. Here's Jim Bowen and Johnny Benson. They've been racing each other hard all day.
I think they ought to swap cars and just see if it...
5th place here. Right in that group is Mike McLaughlin. Right behind him, he's gone a couple laps down in the Fiddle Paddle Hyde Tools car, number 34. Hyde Tools up in Southbridge, Mass. will have their annual Spirit Day this Wednesday. Open house at the Hyde Tools plant, 5:30 p.m. Meet Mike, get a tour of the plant, see the race car. Into the wall goes George Crenshaw. Never mind. Bounced off and kept going down in turns 1 and 2. Keeps on moving. Kevin Lepage, lengthy pit stop. He's back on the track.
Mike, all he did was get up out of the groove just a little bit and got in the outside there where all that oil drying stuff is, and it just swept him right into the wall. He's going to have to stop now because he really damaged the right front corner of the 07 car.
And he's on pit road. 2.6 seconds is Sadler's lead as you watch Larry Pearson and Dave Resendiz battle. Resendiz in the Lipton T Ford. He is a lap car, but he's had a pretty trouble-free run here to this point. McLaughlin right behind Jim Bowen, and on the bottom, Robert Presley. Up top in the blue car, that's Mike Garvey.
You know, I know Kenny Wallace is sitting there in second place going, oh my goodness, I've done everything you can do. I've run a super good race, 4 brand new tires on Sadler, and he's just driving away. It's got to be killing him to be losing ground like he is right at the moment.
Well, these tire rules, they work for you and against you. The rule is intended to help cut costs, so everybody doesn't come in for 4-sticker tires on every caution.
Well, Dennis Setzer made about 5 or 6 runs at Kenny Wallace there on the bottom. Now he's moved up on the racetrack trying to see if he might get a little momentum off the corner and get the position on the outside.
The battles for second place. 33 to go here.
I got a feeling if he's going to get by Kenny Wallace, he better do it on the low side, though. I don't think he's ever going to pass that car on the outside.
Well, that's what we said at the top of the show. There isn't any outside here. Coming up on 30 to go is Hermie Sadler now tries to drive away from this field at Orange County Speedway. We'll be right back to finish this one off after this.